Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good evening. We may have some people still coming in. Hello, hello. All right. Just checking in with my Facebook. Okay, just making sure people are there as well. Beautiful. I think there's a little delay, but I am so happy that you are all here. I want to say congratulations for participating yesterday and then also showing up for today. Okay, we have some juicy content to dive into. It's all about your life and creating your reality. Thank you, Undercover Unicorn. Hello from New York. Beautiful. All right. So this is day 2 of Create Your Reality Vision Board activation. We're actually going to be making our vision board tomorrow. We'll be getting our supplies together for doing that. But I wanted to do this prep work, right? We started dreaming big yesterday. And if you missed day 1, then I highly recommend that you can go back and watch it so that you can really start dreaming big and making those lists of desires that you want to call in for 2024. I'm so curious. Did you all wake up and look at your list this morning of what you wrote? Yes, I see some yeses. Beautiful. That's what this is about. So you have to look at it more than one time, right? And it's we're going to be doing some I want to say repetition. We're going to be doing different exercises in our meetups, but it's reviewing, and the more that we review, the more details come to us, and we can get more clear about what we're, the direction that we're heading. So by day 5, we can really make that strategy and find out what's important to us. Okay. All right. So are we ready to get started? I'm going to go over the objectives. Let me just go ahead and share my screen one more time. Oops. 1 second. Okay. Can you all see my screen? It says Craft Your Journey. You got it? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to, oops, I'm going to slideshow. Okay. So reviewing and celebrating yesterday's session. Okay. I know it was a lot of work. We did a lot of writing, investigating, letting go, and then put our symbol, right? And so for today, we are going to be using that work again as a prompt to our next step. Okay. I went and I reviewed what you had posted. I know yesterday I didn't really have a very clear where to post, but today definitely we're going to be posting in what the event group. It's day 2. So we'll all put our images that we create in that one spot, and I'll show you a picture of it at the end. Okay. But I went ahead and I reviewed everyone's work, and I really appreciate you posting and commenting on each other's work, because that's what really community is about being seen and being heard and celebrating you so that you can amplify your vision, right? And just getting comfortable talking about your vision and what you really want to bring in. So yeah, I selected a winner, and I'm going to tell you who it is. I am going to be giving away my new book, Anxiety Relief Activity Book, Draw, Paint, Color, Doodle, and Write Your Way to Calm. This actually comes out December 26th. I know I gave out some digital copies earlier. Actually, I think it was last month that I gave it out. But I'm going to be sending this to Christina Testana. I don't know if she is here tonight. I want to say congratulations to Christina. She did a really cool drawing. Her word for the year is unveil. And she did a treasure box about being authentic. So she feels like she's opening up this treasure box of herself. And she had some articles that she was going to be trying on for herself. And I thought that was really beautiful. So if you guys haven't had a chance to see that piece in the comment section, then you should definitely check it out. She's our winner. Today's prize is I'm going to be giving away my 21-day healing art journal experience. So this is something that it's 15-minute videos that you can do for 21 days to help you with managing your emotions and just art for self-care. Okay, so just all you got to do is just post in the group and comment on other people's work. All right, so let's keep on going. Oops. Okay, so tonight we're going to be doing a harmony chart, okay? And this is going to be looking at different aspects of our life again and how it creates equilibrium and focus, all right? Because what happens if one area of our life is imbalanced, it's going to affect other areas, okay? It's going to, that one negative energy can seep into the other energy, okay? So we're just going to kind of double check ourselves and see like, hey, there might be an area that we need some healing in order to have that manifestation. And that's the reason why I wrote the Art of Healing and Manifesting book, and even this Oracle deck, is that, you know, our life is a balance of that. It has to do with healing and manifesting. Okay, so we're going to dive into that. And then the next fun part is treasure mapping. Have you all done a treasure map before? Have you guys tried that before? No, it's something new? Okay, cool. This is actually a technique from the book Creative Visualization. And she did a treasure map. It was more of like a writing exercise, but I was like, oh my goodness, this would be really cool as an art exercise. So I actually put it in my book as a drawing exercise. And we're actually going to be doing it today so that we can pick 3 things from that big list. And we're going to be making a map about it. Okay, so I'm going to I'll walk you through the steps. No big pressure here, but I'm going to totally walk you through it. Okay, so I'm just letting you guys know again, we do have the VIP because we're going to have 2 extra days. And I want to kind of explain like what the VIP is about, because I know yesterday there were people in the Facebook group. I'm so grateful that you're there. And you're like, well, why are we all on the Zoom? Well, the Zoom is for the Creative Soul Society members, and then those who decided to do the VIP upgrade. And the reason I do it is just so that we have more an intimate space, because a lot of people can join these. We had over 1,000 people actually sign up for this event. And, you know, if I had everybody, all of those people, it would be a lot. And so I want to just keep it like a small gathering. And I love seeing all your faces. So please have your cameras on so I can see. It makes me happy to see your smiles and your beautiful faces. Just not everyone would fit here and have that time to talk. So I really want to have that time to see your art and for you to share with others. Okay, so that's what the Zoom room is for the Creative Soul Society and the VIP. But it's also, we're gonna have 2 extra days if you're a VIP upgrade, day 4 and day 5, where we're gonna be actually strategizing your visions, and you'll get the Oracle deck as well. Okay, so very cool stuff in the VIP. So you still have time if you would like to upgrade and be a part of the group. Okay, totally welcome. All right, so I'm going to stop my share. And if you need the link, I'll put the link in the chat too. Okay, so I like getting started with a card. Are you guys up for a card today? Yeah. Oh, Angela's got a card. I love it. Beautiful. I was playing with them earlier, but I actually picked out the treasure map card. So if you guys haven't seen this one yet, this is I called this painting it's called Find Your Way Home, and it has it's a labyrinth, and then it has a lot of flora and fauna from Miami, because that's where I live, and then it has a little lantern in the middle. And actually, it was a really, really big painting. And if Liz is here, she actually owns it. I'm not sure. She might be here tonight. This is the treasure map card. So it's about creating your vision and then mapping your course. Okay, but I'm going to pick a new card for us tonight. I just thought I picked that out because I wanted to share the theme for tonight, treasure mapping. Let me pick another one. Let's see. Oh, actually got 2. Oh, this is so funny. I got 2 sacral chakra cards. Okay, this is interesting. One is flow and one is contrast. Okay. So one is a girl crying and the other one is the sacral chakra image. So flow. So if you guys don't know about the sacral chakra, it's the energy center. When it's in alignment, you're going to experience joy, right? And it's also the container for holding emotions. All right. And so it's located below the navel. Okay. And it says flow, go with the flow. Let whatever resistance you're carrying go. To go with the current, hit the easy button. Allow yourself to surrender and be in the flow. So that was this card. And the other one is contrast, which is interesting because we're going to talk about contrast in the harmony chart that we're about ready to do. Okay. So contrast. Contrast is crucial. Okay. So contrast means like those uncomfortable feelings, right? When we get like stuck or if we have a lot of anxiety about something, these are all indicators that, or we get triggered by something. That's another good thing. Something makes us really upset. A lot of times we like want to push it away. We want to avoid it, right? Or sometimes we want to fight. We're like, ooh, right? That fight or flight. But really, this is an opportunity for us to do some healing work, right? So that's how I look at when things show up like that in my life, and I'm just like, why is this so uncomfortable? And what healing do I need to do around it? Okay. So there will be times in our life where we don't like the direction we are headed. It's a sign to change our perspective or the situation. We always have a choice. Contrast tells us we can make a change to move towards joy. Where in your life are you sensing contrast? Okay. So it's not a negative. I'm not judging emotions. Like emotions aren't bad. They're just a sign. Okay. That we need to either like move the energy or we can have some healing around it. Okay. I love that. Wow. We got 3 sacral chakra cards, 1 from yesterday and then 2 today. How cool is that? It's a sign. Definitely need joy. All right. We'll put those away. Awesome. Awesome sauce. All right. So for materials today, if you have your booklet, we're on page 2. Or if you have your journal, I got some time today. I didn't even do my, I guess I was talking so much. I didn't even get to do my picture last night. I didn't get to finish it, but this is what I created, my divinely guided. So I did the eye with a crown. And what you'll need today is go ahead and get your journal because we're going to start with the harmony chart and grab some like art materials. I'm going to be using some oil pastels. You can use markers. We're going to do some writing, drawing. Go ahead. Okay. This is what I wanted to show you. Okay. So we are going to be making this harmony chart. I know you can't see it too well, but I'm going to describe it to you and we're going to work together here. Okay. So I put my eye right in the middle. Okay. And I put life goals. So for 2024, my life goal. So you can go ahead and draw a little symbol, just like we've been doing, just like we did yesterday, and put it in the middle. And then we're going to go through each one of those and we're just going to write a statement to go in each area of this life, of our life. All right. So just take a moment to draw. Okay. So the first one on top, I wrote the word spiritual. Okay. So if you like the word spiritual, you can use it. Another word that you can flip this with is self-care. All right. So so what we're going to do here is we're just going to write the word spiritual, or you can write self-care, and just write, what you're stepping into, right? So like I put that I'm connecting with my spirit guides by meditating, by journaling, and also with my gratitude practice. Okay. So that is how my 2024, this is how I'm going to be divinely guided, because this means divinely guided for me, right? So you can write a little statement for yourself. This is how I'm going to take care of my spiritual aspect. Now, I have to tell you a little story here. Okay. So when my kids were little, there was a time where I didn't have very good self-care. I was pretty burned out. I was working full time as an art therapist and taking care of my kids and family, and I felt really lost. And at that time, I wasn't aware of it, but I was actually a big people pleaser, and I was saying yes to everybody except for myself, meaning that I wasn't making my art. I wasn't taking time to just breathe and do things that make me happy. So I had I guess you could say a dark night of the soul. Okay. If you ever had one of those, you know what I'm talking about. It's pretty depressing. Veronica says, preach. Yes. So I had like depression. I had lots of anxiety. I remember just sitting in my bathroom floor crying at night, being like, what did I mean, I have everything I need. I have my health. I have a beautiful family, but why can't I be happy? Right. And so it was like, I got some help. I went to an art therapist, and I did some healing work around it. And what came up was that I had desires that I was not listening to. I was not listening to my soul. I had desires to make art. I had desires that I wanted to have a studio, that I needed space to create. That I didn't really like my house that I was living in, and I wanted to move. Like I had so many desires. It was like a big like, whoa, all this is coming up. And I was like, wow, well, if I want these things, and I also wanted to show up more and have a business. Okay. Um, and so what I had to realize is that I needed to take care of myself first. And I had needed to learn how to say no to people so that I had time and put boundaries up. Okay. So that was really powerful for me, like spiritually, to be connected. Okay. So just let you know, we're all in different places. I needed a lot of healing work in the spirituality. So there's going to be times in our lives where we're going to need healing in different areas, right? But then when you start to do the healing work, you're going to start to feel that harmony and balance. So with manifesting, when you're in harmony, the manifesting comes a lot quicker. Okay. And that's what I've personally learned, right? So if I want to take a world trip with my family for a month, that came really quick when I decided this is going to happen. I actually got to do that this summer. I went to like 6 different countries, and it was amazing. But I wouldn't have been able to get there if I wasn't doing the work on myself. Okay. So I'm just letting you know, it's a part of the process. All right. Okay. So the next one is personal growth. Okay. So personal growth. So what does that mean for you? Okay. I'll just share what it means for me. Personal growth for me is stepping into my highest expression. And I want to step into my highest artistic expression, and actually giving myself space and a consistent practice, because I'm not very as consistent as I would like to be. Okay. And I know that my ego can sometimes get in the way, and it can stop me. Okay. So this is where I have to be really honest and say, I might need to do some healing around that too. All right. So, so just sharing for the love of it, but just look for yourself. Where is it for you? So name it. And personal growth, it could be educational, it could be any way that you want to expand yourself. Okay, so you just write a little sentence to go with it. Okay. Sorry, I'm not reading the comments, but maybe it would help if I did. Let me see if I can put it up. Oh, okay, there, I switched it. Okay. Sure. Sherry, Undercover Unicorn says, could being a people pleaser, not being a people pleaser, be there? Yeah. So if we could put it to the positive, because we want to focus on the positive, that's what we want to bring in. So for the personal growth, Undercover Unicorn, you could put establishing boundaries, right? Because learning how to say no and putting your needs first is important. It's also has to do with self-worth. This is what I talked about, like do the self-worth series in the Creative Soul Society membership in the portal, because it's going to help build your self-worth, right? Because you are worthy of your desires. Okay. Okay. No problem. Brock has to go a little early. All right. And relationships. So 2024 relationships. I think I want to make more, even more friends. I think all of you are my friends here. I was like, I want more in-person friends too. I want more art dates and stuff. So whatever relationship goals that you have, you can go ahead and put those there. Just right. It's just a little statement, right? It's kind of reflecting on the letter to the universe and where you're at now. And it comes easier. The more that we keep reflecting, like, yeah, I know what I want, right? And if you don't know what you want, that's okay. You can always come back and add to it. Okay. Next up is career, business, work, whatever you like to call it. And this is interesting. Go ahead and claim it, whatever it is that you want to claim. Okay. I know that when I had like my dark night of the soul and I started doing more inner work, self-development work for myself to find out what I really wanted, what my soul wanted, I said I wanted to sell my paintings and I wanted to to have more. I want to have online clients. At that time they weren't even doing online clients, but I wanted to do it and put myself out there. But the funny part is I said I wanted that, which was really cool. I manifested it, but before I could even manifest it, I had some healing work to do. Again, that came because this one right across the hall over here is money. What do you want to call in for money? Be specific. What do you want to call in? And I always tell you, this is where I had to do a lot of healing work around money because people would ask me, well, how much is your painting? Or people would ask me, how much are your services? And every time someone would ask me, I would have so much anxiety around it. Like I would literally tremble. I was like, what do they think? Can they afford it? I would go around in my head in circles around it. And then I realized that I had a lot of unconscious blocks or subconscious blocks that were stopping me. And I had to become aware of them so I could change the story in my head. Okay. And when I was able to do that, then I was able to make money. Then I was confident. Then I felt worthy of receiving money. Okay. So if you feel like you need support in those areas, just say, I'm going to do some healing work around my money or my relationship with money. Right. And then say, and I am calling in, what is it that you want to make? Do you want to make 100,000 this year? Do you want to make multi six figures? Like what is it that you want to call in or what feels good for you? Right. And then down here at the bottom, which is really, really important, it says fun passion projects. So I want to learn how to play golf. I know it's a weird thing, but I think it'd be good to hang out with my husband. He likes to play golf. So play golf, more art, and roller skating. Those are what I want to do. So go ahead and write that. I'm so curious what you guys are going to do for fun. You'll have to put that in the chat. Oh, Nicole, what we're doing, let me just go ahead and repeat. It's okay, Nicole. This is similar to the focus wheel. Oh, Joanne says visit parks. Oh, beautiful. And I know we've done the focus wheel, Nicole, because you're in the Creative Soul Society membership. This is just another way of doing the focus wheel. So we're not like rating ourselves and coloring it in. We're just making a statement. Okay. So we're being really simple here of just saying, hey, what did I call on yesterday? Hey, how am I calling it in today? All right. So really, really the same concept. It's just another way of going about it. And we're using our cute little symbol in the middle. All right. Let me know if that makes sense, Nicole. Ooh, Carolyn wants to learn belly dancing. Ooh, I like that. Fun. You gotta get some cute outfits too. Let's see. Jennifer says she's just soaking in it. I'm not sure what all of these will be for me. Okay, that's totally fine. Like I said, I've been doing this for a while, so it comes to me really quick. And I literally go through this all year long. Like this is like manifesting for me is just part of my living. So I'm always asking myself, hey, how do I want to feel? What do I want to experience? And I'm just bringing it to the forefront of my life so that I'm going in that direction. Okay. So this might be something new for you. That is okay. You can come back to it. Okay. And it's just making a statement. Affy says she wants to do digital art. Yeah, just one statement. Just keep it simple. Rock would like to get more tattoos. Very cool. Wheelchair dancing. Ooh, okay. I want to kayak and camp more and more art. I'm not sure what Lyra practice is. You have to tell me what that is. Oh, and Elaine says she would love to go roller skating. Oh, if you live in Florida, we'll meet up. Paula says this is all new to her. Okay, cool. This is just an exploration here, and you can always watch the replay. Okay, you can always come back. Okay, so we went through spiritual, we went through personal growth, relationships, career, fun and passion projects, money, family. Okay. I want to plan out more vacations. That's something fun for me. I put that with my family. I just want more memories before they grow up and leave because it's happening so fast. My kids are getting big. Oh, Sherry wants to camp out with friends in nature. Ooh, that sounds beautiful. Celestial events. Are we copying what you have in the box and then adding one sentence to go with it? Yep, that's it, Nicole. You got it. Perfect. Vegan cooking classes. Oh, I like that. Okay, cool. We got one more, and like I said, you can always come back to this. It's just making a statement, right? We led the universe yesterday. We were reviewing everything. Today, we're just making a statement to come back to it. This is health. The last one is health. And anything that you want, right? And work out 3 times a week. Even that's what I wrote. But whatever you want is important to you for your health. Drink more water, exercise. Yeah, someone just actually put it in the chat of the all the boxes. So who was that? Thank you, Erin. She just responded to Nicole to help her out. Thank you. I appreciate that. So there you go. Just a quick sentence. And if you don't know, that's okay. This is an opportunity to come back. Okay, you can always come back to it. So this is how I'm going to take care of myself. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, I love Cameron says, I want to host our therapy gathering in South Florida. All right, well, invite me, Cameron. I will come. Or we could co-create together. I'd love that too. Let's see. Sherry says, I was up all night. Oh, I missed it. Move fast. Detailed my letter to the universe. Need to check later for this chart to align. Okay, yeah. So this is why you want to read your letter of the universe, maybe tomorrow morning as well. And each morning, and just bringing it closer to like, hey, what do I want to step into? What is this ideal life, this ideal day? What does that look like for me, right? How do I want to feel? So this is just making another statement that goes with that. Should these be things we know we can achieve or just hope to achieve? They're both. If you desire it, then you deserve it. Okay. And this is where we can get kind of stuck up of like, is this really going to happen or not? And so this, we have to learn to believe it. Right. And stepping into owning it and desiring it and bringing it into our life. Okay. I've been wanting to do that world trip that I did this summer forever. Like really, I wanted to go back like when I was in college. And at that time, nobody like either had the money or didn't have time or they were working and I didn't have anyone to go with. And I didn't want to go by myself. I was like, that didn't sound like much fun. And I finally got to do it. And it's like, that was 20 years that I've been wanting to do something like that. Right. So it's just that you have to believe it, and it might not happen in 1 month, but it can happen, right? And so it's just being able to nurture the desire, and when the timing is right, it will happen. Okay. Oh, well, Denise is gonna go to Cameron's art therapy gathering. Beautiful. Well, I'll meet up. Beautiful. We'll have a like an in-person retreat. All right, so let's keep going. You guys have a good start, right? It's already 8:30. Okay, keep going. All right, so we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna be, like I said, you can always come back to this if you need to. We're gonna move on to our treasure map. Okay, so if you need to look at your list from yesterday of all those things that you listed, the 24, you can do that, because what we're gonna do for this treasure map, again, here's my word and symbol. I did a sample for you today. I made my treasure map, and I'm going to walk you through the steps. So don't be scared. I'm going to show you how to do it. I decided to incorporate my symbol here. Okay. And what I did is I went to my list that I wrote of what I want to experience for 224. Like, where do I want to put my energy? What do I want to nurture? What do I want to grow? And I picked 3 things. I didn't want to overwhelm myself, because eventually I'll get to the mall, but let's just start with 3, right? So I decided to pick my new book that I'm writing. I put that there, and there's actually a volcano in the book, so that's why it turned into a volcano. I put the Creative Soul Society membership, because I feel like it's so important to nurture everyone here. And I put it as many different mountains. So I chose obviously like island scene, but you can, if you're like into mountains, you could do like, it's a journey. Your treasure map could be in the woods somewhere. Okay. It's just whatever feels right for you. I like islands and tropical places. So this is why I picked this one. And then the other third thing that's really important to me is those trips I talked about with my family. So I want to plan some fun trips for spring break and summer and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. Those are the 3 things that are like top of my mind, what I want to nurture. Okay. And so I drew them out, and then I made a little key at the bottom, just listing them. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through the step. Don't be nervous here. Here we go. Oh, well, this is nice. I just ran out of all the pages in my book. Is that a sign? Okay. That's a good thing, right? I have to get a new book. I do have one. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put this here. I want you to get your art materials out and pick 3 things that you are wanting to invest your energy in, that you're excited about. Okay. And don't think too hard about it. Okay. Where's this big book from? I love these. These are from Jerry's Artorama. I have them in like every different size. And they're super cheap. If you're a member of Jerry's Artorama, I'm a member of them. I swear this is like $10. And they hold paint really well. It's called Reflections. And I do collage in here. I actually did last year's vision board in here, which is cool. Oh, this is my European vacation. Look at that. Yeah, so I did a page. So you can do different ways to do your vision board. I know we're kind of jumping gears here, but I'm just telling you, like last year I did for each page, I did a section of my life that I wanted to focus on. So I did my vision board in here. Okay. But you could also do it on paper. I like to put them in the art journals, because then I don't lose them. When I have them out, for example, this one was on the floor, right? It just fell off. I tend to lose them. And this is another vision board. So this is another way that you can do a vision board. This is for tomorrow, is this accordion, right? So that you can add different sections of your life that you want to do. Okay. Or you could just one big paper. It's totally up to you. We'll get to that tomorrow, but I want to kind of spread this, like those ideas, so that you can start thinking, how do I want to do my vision board tomorrow? Okay. So let me get a journal real quick. Okay. Here we go. in my journal. Okay, are we set with the 3? You guys know what you are gonna pick? Yeah, Paula's like, you just finished your book. I did. It's so exciting, right? It never happens. Feels like it takes forever. Okay. Yep. Fresh page. And so this actually isn't a reflections book, and it doesn't even stay flat. Like what I loved about the reflections book is it stayed flat. This one's not as flat. Okay, that's okay. We keep going. So if you're doing the islands, what I'm going to ask you to do, or you could do whatever, if you want to do 3 mountains or however you want to do your treasure map. Hold on, let's open this up. Okay. I want you to do the 3 places. And as an example. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go step by step. I want you to put your 3 things in these circles, whatever it is. Okay. So I told you mine. I'm going to write it again. I'll write. I'm going to focus on my book, the membership, and then I'm going to put my trips. Okay. All right. And then the next step, are you guys here? Are you guys good with this? We have a thumbs up. I got Denise says good. Okay. Okay. So the next step after that is actually adding, I used paint on this one. I'm going to show you one more time. I mixed up some colors. And I used the oil crayon to just change the shape. I turned them into, one I turned into a volcano, the other one a chain of mountains, and the other one is just one little island. Okay. So you can add from these 3 shapes, you can change them, right? So if you want to add mountains, or maybe you want to add boats in your water, if you want to do the water. And then I chose some colors and then just filled it in with the colors. And this is where the fun part is like when you change the landscape, that's where it gets more personal, right? And then if you want to add your symbol, mine's divinely guided, you can keep your symbol in here too somewhere. Okay. I know you guys are starting. Okay. And I want to see what everyone's doing, but I know that makes it hard because your cameras aren't on your work. When I meet with my art therapy clients, I'm like, can you adjust your camera so that I can see what you're doing? It's like, can everybody just do that right now? And I'm just joking. You do not have to do that. I want you to have a good time. Yes, I can show you mine again. The one that I completed or the one that I just started. Here's the one that I completed. Yes. So, and this is the top 3 things from our goals. It's the 3 things that you are wanting to focus on. Okay. I've done this before. This is a funny story. I did one of these treasure maps one year, and I picked 3 things that I thought were really important. And then I came back a few days later, and there was some special project that I was working on. I was like, I didn't put my special project in here, and I had to make another like fourth island. And I was like, I didn't think about that. That's really important. So that could happen, right? So you might change it later, and that's okay. Okay. But just three things. It doesn't have to be, well, yeah, I guess it is the top three things. Just what's important to you. Okay, so I'm going to say it one more time because Sherry just jumped back on. That's okay. Just so that I want everyone to be clear. Oh, the one that I put behind me. Yes. So this is where you start. Can you guys see that? I think that works better if you look like this, right? So I start here and then I start changing the shape. So for the book, for example, I turned it into a volcano. So then it's kind of like a shape like this, right? And then I added some colors. Even though I was using paint with it. And then I added some smoke. Right? Then I had some lines. And the Creative Soul Society, I wanted it to be like a chain of islands or mountains, I should say. And I made them green. Kind of like the paint better because it was just more fluid, but this is just for time's sake because it'll take me a while to get the paint out. And you can cover up your words too, just that you know what they are. And you can also make your little key at the bottom to remind yourself what you're focusing on. And then these are the trips. So I'm going to put some trees, some palm trees. Okay, you can't do this wrong. It's nothing wrong with it. This is just looking at our desires again, and then making an image. It's basically making like a symbol for this. We're just making it into, happens to be a treasure map today. We're just making something that represents this. Okay. Oh, I love Paula is sharing with us. She said she's going to have her surgery. She's going to work on her reconstruction of dental and then complete the courses she signed up for. Perfect. Yeah. Three main things. So it's kind of like you got to visit these things. This is what this year is going to be about. So sounds like a lot of healing work, which is good too. And I have not looked at the Facebook comments, so I'm going to do that as well. So Nicole, please let me know if this is helpful or if you have another question about how this is set up. And then I added my little eye. I'm kind of liking this eye. I think I want to turn it into a sticker. That's what's fun about this. You can like kind of make a logo. I remember Brock, I don't know if you guys saw Brock's picture. He his looked like a logo too. Okay. Right. So I see the paint looks a lot different, right? Because the paint is going to take up more space. But that's okay. I'm just kind of showing you kind of like how to get started. And then make sure you just write it down again if you covered it up. So I was going to do my book. It's like a little key. And then I'm going to put the Creative Soul Society and then my trips. And then I can add some blue. Let me move this over here. So I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but these are portfolio oil pastels, and they're water soluble and they're really cool. I'm going to show you something really cool about them. You can take water and it makes it turn into like paint. It's kind of cool. So you can just like blend it. I think it's cool. Kind of like watercolor pencils kind of do the same thing. I'm going a little fast here because of the time, just trying to give you like a quick sketch. But I'm going to look at the comments really quick from the Facebook group. I'm going to take a break, but just want to give you the idea. Put this one back up so you guys can look at it. And then we'll make maybe a couple of minutes, someone will be able to share theirs. I'd love to see where you're at. And I'm going to look at the comments from the Facebook group. Oh. Yeah, Christina, is it like watercolor pencils? Yes, and they blend, which is really nice. Okay. I would love to know, I know you guys are working right now, but when you get done, I would love to know what are your 3 things? This is important. It's like, I'm doing this. Like you're putting the stake in the ground, saying, I'm doing this, I'm making this happen. Oh, right. I didn't get to see all the comments, but if you have them, I will come back to them. Carolyn says, I love oil pastels and watercolor crayons for that. Yes. I don't have any watercolor crayons. I think I should get some. Sherry says, I'm now using markers that blend with water by Ohuyu. Nice. All right, Katie says, invest in love, family, and friendships. Alternate yoga and walking daily, and more art of my own. Beautiful. Doesn't that feel good? You're saying this is what's happening, right? Just another way of saying this is what's happening and then making a visual. Beautiful. So just to give you an idea of how this is going to play out tomorrow, right? Because you can start even finding images tomorrow during the day, is you'll be looking for images that would be representing of love in your family. And you could get a yoga magazine, do some yoga, or maybe like walking in the park, and you can have a park image, right? And what the theme is of your art, you put your art imagery into your vision board, right? So you can see how it's starting, instead of just taking kind of random images that are beautiful that you like from magazine, but it's being really intentional. Okay, you see how we're like shaping it? Yeah. And just to let you know, because I'm like a day ahead of you. I did my vision board, right? I was looking at my vision board and I didn't put the book that I put right here. I didn't put that in my vision board yet. So this is why it's like you come back and you look again and say, Is this really important to me? Why is it important? Right? And ask yourself, why is this important to you? So, like I told you about my trips, I'm like, my kids are getting older and they're going to be going off to college and not going to want to go on trips with me. And so I'm like, I need to get as many trips in as I can. Right. That's important to me, creating those memories. So ask yourself, why is this important for you? Cameron says, my three are I'm financially independent and free. I own a creative studio for workshops and events. I'm prioritizing my health and wellness. Oh, beautiful. And okay, so we have until tomorrow. You're going to gather images, Cameron. Think about what does that financially independent look like for you? Okay. So you can even print out some money from the internet. Anytime I do anything with money, I make art with money. I had so many people triggered by it. It's so crazy. And I'm like, this is fake money. I'm not using real money. People think I'm using real money. Like they make a lot of money that looks real, but it's not. It's totally fakes from like Amazon. But it's fun to make art with money, you know? All right. Carolyn says hosting luxury healing art destination retreats. Woo! Tell me where. I want to know where, Carolyn. More flow and structure in art and healing art dates. I want to know where the luxury healing art retreats. You want to come to Miami? We could co-create. Elaine says she wants to buy a house, spend more time in family, experience memories, side gig, not related. Beautiful. I'm loving everything that you're writing here. Okay. Is anyone ready to share their art? I know I did a really, really quick sketch, but now you might have to take some time. Leanna, your poem yesterday was so beautiful. You can unmute yourself and I think you'll just pop up. Are you able to unmute yourself? Maybe I need to push something. Let me see. There's two messages. Let's see. I'm thinking you're not able to unmute. Are you able to unmute yourself, Leanna? Okay. I didn't know if it was something that I had to do. Let me find you again. Let me see.
It initially that the host had to, but then you must have done something, so now I can.
Okay, the magic happened.
Okay, so here is mine. I have there are three places. So the first down here is a spring break and summer camp series that I'm creating called Expressive Explorers. I should mention I'm also an art therapist. And then it goes up here, I'm writing a book, and I would also like to do some passive income streams. And then at the top, as I mentioned yesterday in my poem, I want to go and see the Northern Lights. So I've got the mountains, and then I tried to do lights, but I only have a marker in front of me right now. So and then I put my
Is it a
little
certain time of year that you go there to see the light?
Yeah, so they're supposed to be really active this year because it's like an 11-year cycle and the sun is closest, like this upcoming year, and September through April is when they're most active.
Well,
So
you got to go then.
I know, I already looked up lights. I'm very excited. Oh, and this was my harmony chart. So it
Oh,
turns
you're so
and
fancy. You didn't make that tonight. You must have made that before.
no, ma'am, I didn't make it tonight. I made the base. I had this lying around. I'm an art therapist. I do
That's
these things,
cool. I like it
but
with
you
like,
really helped me with the different sections. So
yeah.
what's cool about this is I cut the two circles. Like one is slightly smaller, and then this is my there we go, the butterfly, my symbol there. But if you look at it, you
Yeah.
can see the different like categories, and then you can just turn it to whichever one that you want. I just used a brad in the center.
Yeah. Oh, I love
Um,
that it's tactile. It makes it more fun.
yes,
Spin it
you get
around.
and it's not as overwhelming to me to like look at it all at once. I'm like, oh, I just want to focus on one. maybe if I feel like, oh, I need to practice some self-care, like you said, because I'm a mom as well. So I can like, turn to that section. I'm like, what did I say that I wanted to do there? Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna go take an Epsom salt bath. Gotcha.
Mhm.
So
Beautiful.
that's where we're at.
Yay. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Fun stuff. We can always learn from everyone. I appreciate it. All right. Who else would like to share? I do see some other hands raised. Let's see here. Hmm. Let's see. I know there was someone. Was it Undercover Unicorn? I think she's trying to unmute. Oh, you lowered it. Okay.
It was me, but I had lowered it because I got a little self-conscious tingling and stuff. I was like, oh man, I'm not showing mine after that.
Oh, well, it's a safe space
But
here. You're welcome to share if
here,
you'd like to.
I will show. Oh, hopefully,
We don't judge. There's no judging here. We're here to
because
support
it's
you.
okay. Oh, hold on, let me make sure
I
I
can
got.
see it. I can see
Okay, so mine is I want to finish my book
Okay.
and
Oh, I think the connection might.
with some of my health issues. I looked up.
Oh, Undercover Unicorn. I can't hear you, unfortunately. I think we have bad connection because I have red here. I'm sorry.
That too.
You're seeing that too? Okay. Could you kindly, if you don't mind, can you write it in the chat? Would
Yes,
that
I will do that.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was hard to hear. Awesome. How about Jennifer? Maybe we'll have a better connection, hopefully.
Sure. Hopefully, I have a better connection.
Yeah,
So
you're
my three were travel, love, and a new home. So there's my travel from the beaches to the mountains. There's my love, and I put it in an I for some reason, but part of my intention has been to be open minded to finding it. So I guess maybe that's where the I came from.
Mhm.
And then my new home, whether that be on wheels or otherwise, I don't care. But it says home sweet home across the top,
That's awesome.
which kind
Beautiful.
of ties back to the travel. I want to have the freedom to travel more, and I work remotely, so I can work from anywhere.
That's awesome. So, you thinking maybe like do like a mobile home? Is that what you're thinking?
Like
That
an
would like an RV.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I guess mobile homes they don't move.
mobile. No, but like an RV, I've been looking at them and I found some that actually my current vehicle could pull.
Oh, wow. This sounds like
Yeah,
it's
so
you're
they
really
make
fast, doing
some
this really fast.
ultra lightweights
Uh-huh.
that are big enough, but still lightweight enough that I have a SUV, but it's not like gigantic. So I found some ultra lightweight RVs that are big enough to not feel like I'm traveling in a tin can.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what I've been looking at. So whether that's me moving somewhere else and living somewhere else, this is my childhood home. So I'm ready to go
All
wherever
right.
that may be. I don't
I
know where
see
it's at
I
yet,
see the
but go.
wings. They're already out.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, keep us posted. I want to see the developments and like what you purchase and all the goodness. Oh, cool. Thank you for going. That's amazing. I want to hear from more people, but before we keep going, I just want to check in one more time with the Facebook group and let them know that I am so grateful that you are all here. Um, I'm just gonna be closing the Facebook group because I had said it was gonna be an hour, but I wanted to continue on with the VIPs, the Creative Soul Society, so we could have more time to see the art. I'm gonna just show you my slide one more time in case you wanted to do the VIP and be a part of the experience for the next 2 days. This is the upgrade. Okay, so I just want to let you know. And the one other thing is I'm going to share with you. I'm going to stop share, but I want to show you where to post your artwork in the Facebook group because I know yesterday everyone's artwork was kind of different places, so I don't think I was as clear as I could have been. So I'm going to try to be clear. Here we go. Craft your journey. I'm going to share my screen one more time. All right, you guys see this? So it says day 2, craft your journey, and this is where you're going to be posting your art for today. And this is where I'm going to be giving away the 21-day healing art journal. Okay, so definitely post your art and tell comment on 3 other people members posts so that we can amplify the magic, like see them, like I saw Jennifer in her RV traveling, right? She got her wings and she's moving on. I see it. Yeah. So I think that's the only thing with, oh, and then start prepping for tomorrow. So how do you prep for tomorrow? Is go ahead and get your, start thinking about these 3 things that you said and make sure those are in your vision board. So if you need to print things from the computer, find some, get some magazines, just get your stuff, like start collecting your things for tomorrow. Okay. All right, so let me just close the Facebook group and we're gonna keep going. I want to hear from more people because I want to see your vision. So good night, everybody on the Facebook. All right. Because I want to see your vision. So would you be able to, anyone else be able to share? Did you want to have their hand raised? No one? Don't be shy.
Yep, I will.
Okay, Zella, go
Hey,
ahead.
everybody.
Hi.
If you can see, so I'm starting out with, I just need really better, excellent health and energy. And it just feels like that makes everything happen. And I have this book project and I want it done. And I just want, I just believe it can be so successful and leading to money flowing happily in happy ways and creating some financial freedom would be wonderful.
Wow.
So it's all a river and a garden because those things are what are so alive for me.
Yeah, and what is your book about?
It's about, I have created a lot of images out of botanicals. I think you've seen them, Leah.
I have, but I want you to describe them. Like when you say my book, like my artistic flower.
I create these fairies out of flowers and things.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of images.
Yes.
And I'm collaborating with someone I really love.
Yes.
To create a book about them. We're creating a whole story about them, and it will have recipes and ideas and a story about a magical lady who makes fairy clothes.
Beautiful. Okay. So when you describe your book, I want you to like tell people, like really get detailed so that they can see it and we can all really appreciate it because it's so beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
And actually it was so strange, like a week ago, someone wrote me and they're like, so do you have any like recordings about like the process of writing a book and publishing it and marketing it? And I'm like, well, I'll be happy to do that in the Creative Soul Society in January, or maybe it's in February, but it is coming up. So we'll be going over this. So just let me know your questions and we'll support you in that, okay?
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate what you do, Leah, and how hard you work and how much you give. It's really wonderful. Thank you. Thanks everybody else for here.
Oh, awesome. Well, I see it as play. Like this is an honor for me to like come up here and share space with you, and this is fun for me. Awesome. How about Sivan? Would you be able to unmute?
Yeah. Hey. So let's see. So this is mine, and the first one, I guess I have this side, is the mountains, and I want to start with 10 grand a month in my business
Nice.
and get my own studio space, which is up here, and then connect more with family and kind of do more of the memory making with my kids and really be more present and engaged with them with that.
I love the tea time. That's so cute. Do you
Yeah.
have girls?
Hmm?
You have girls?
I have a boy and a girl, but I just imagine like tea for me is very nurturing and connecting, and I think of family and giving, but also receiving, and so I do a lot of imagery around tea. But yeah, so I just think of nurturing them and our relationship more.
Love that. Well, they're going to appreciate that, and that's going to be ripple effects. Yay. And one more question about your business. What type of business?
So I'm an art therapist, and I work with folks living with dementia and caregivers. So creating part of my studio is to have an open studio space for folks living with dementia to come in and create and just kind of be themselves, as well as give support to caregivers who are caring for folks with dementia, and then also using that space to provide training for professionals that care and work with folks living with dementia so that they can really work on getting away from medical model and work towards caring for the person versus the diagnosis of it with that. So yeah, so I'm doing that. And then also I'm an artist, so I want more space to create my paintings.
Wow. Well, it's much needed. I know that's I've worked with elderly before, and I know that it's really important work.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing. Beautiful. And Sandra, would you like to share next?
Hello. So here is my island or island, and I started with working on my health, something I have severely neglected over, well, since starting my business. And what part led to me needing to jumpstart my business. I had a really nice studio and practice. I'm an art therapist as well. And I had to close my practice because I got endometrial cancer. So I wanted to close it because I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
Mhm.
So now I need to get over and jumpstart my business again and look for a studio. And I've had a book idea sitting in the back of my mind for a while. So I'd like to sit down and play with that and see where I can get. And working on happiness and what do I need to be a happier person.
Oh, I love all of those, and I'm so happy to hear that you're feeling healthier. That's just beautiful. You look like you have energy, which is important. So that's
All is good. It was just the surgery and we're done.
and if you don't mind me asking, what state are you from?
I'm in Ontario, Canada.
Are you in Canada? We have a lot of Canadians in the group, which is cool. Okay, awesome. I don't know if there's
Do you guys know this cat?
no. I personally
Cat
don't.
lovers don't know this cat. Oh, you're
Just
killing me.
maybe everyone else does.
Well, he's going to be the basis for my book because he has anxiety.
Oh,
So I want
okay.
to write a children's book about him having anxiety.
Okay, I think other people know who he is. Is it from like a um TV show?
No, he's an international cat meme.
Oh, geez, I'm like in the dark here. All right.
Well, he's my daughter's cat. So I I can go ahead and do the book about him and use his images.
How cool. That's amazing. Well, that sounds fun. We gotta keep us posted. This is, and I want to see the meme too. So I guess I just look up white cat and it'll pop
Uh,
up.
Smudge Lord.
Smudge Lord. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Smudge Lord. Okay, that's hilarious.
Thank you.
much. Awesome. All right. Anyone else? We're here for you. And the way when we speak our desires, this is how we amplify it. It's like that's activation, right? It's just that's what I'm saying. Like, tell me more details. Like, I want to know more about what it looks like and how it's going to be manifested because that's how we start. Whoa, I saw a hand. Is that Denise? Go ahead.
Hi,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm never sure if I unmute or not mute. Okay, to start, I'm a retired social worker, no art whatsoever.
Now you are. Now you're coming into the art world.
So this looks like a preschool drawing, okay?
There's no judgment here. We like stick figures.
I look at all the things that you all put together and they are amazing. I'm just in awe of all of you. Okay, so here's my little drawing to tape on the wall
Yes.
for my mom to take home and put on the refrigerator. Anyway, so I I so I am a retired social worker. However, I just went through certification for aromatherapy, and I just finished that, and I'm starting herbalism as well. So I'm trying to get a lot of education in there, and I want to start my business of traveling oils called Traveling Oils. So in my little he's on a road. He's not really on an island or anything, on a path. And then for that, hopefully that will be income producing eventually. Crossing a ridiculous bridge to Ireland. My family, we want to go and travel to Ireland. I have family still there, and I would like to take my family and go and visit. And then health issues, which is part of the whole essential oil and everything. And technically it's on an island that's not an island, but so my first aid in health, and my word was clarity with the sun. Everything just kind of really is opening up, and the strength of the sun, the brightness, the clarity, everything energy drawing from the daylight, the sun. It's just kind of all coming together with for me, and it's just clarity for me for 2024.
That's odd. Well, this seems really clear. Like to me, it seems like you're speaking about it sounds really clear. And Undercover Unicorn said she needs some oils, so we got to start the business.
I
So we can buy oils from you.
I just need the clarity on how, like where to start. That's what I'm trying to understand. That's where clarity needs to come in. I know exactly what I want to do, and it's very unique what I want to do
Mhm.
because it's not out there. But so I need to step by step by step. That's what I'm trying to drill down on.
More strategy of how
Yes.
to build the oil business.
I mean, outside of I understand business plans and that type of thing, it's more of, wow, I have this universal size thing of what I want to do, and I need to take it down to a fingernail size thing and how to do that. So
It's gonna happen. It's happening right now. Like they even like the little car that you drew or the van that you drew.
yes,
It's bringing it down, right? You're bringing it down to like, I know that whether you're driving it or someone else is driving it, that's like a part of the plan. Like that's going to be incorporated. So it's still looking at all those details of how you want it to run, right?
right.
And start brainstorming, and then you could do the first step that would go with that, like to the packaging, to getting it manufactured and doing that research.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, it's baby steps. It is. 15 minutes a day can go really far. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much for sharing. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Wonderful. How about Terry?
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Okay, so for me, My 3 islands are fun. I need more fun in my life. My son is getting older. It's time for me to spread my own wings. He doesn't need me as much. But in the next year or so, I'd really love to make a few more memories with him before he kind of heads out on his own. And I need to start really focusing on my own health and well-being, body, mind, spirit. So getting to the gym a little bit more, getting out in nature, doing all that self-care. And I really need to manifest some abundance, and not just financially, but also time. My work, I never have enough hours in my day, and I find I'm always working past when I should. Either I'm not working smart, or I'm giving too much. So maybe boundaries might be a part of that.
Yeah. So when we look at that personal development or personal growth, that could be the boundaries, like time management. Most definitely. So that you can have more fun, right? You got to make space for fun. Were you jumping on a trampoline on that picture?
I was.
I'm actually scared to jump on one now, but I love them.
We definitely did a lot of it when I was a kid, when my son was a kid. So yeah, it just makes me smile, and we had so much fun doing it. So
Awesome. Well, beautiful. I love that. You're already like seeing the direction, like with the boundaries, so you make space for the more fun. Beautiful. How about, thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and is Annie, would you be able to share?
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meeting you, Leah. I'm Annie, and I live in Quebec. So sorry for my accent.
There's nothing to be sorry about at all.
So I'm a French speaker, but I do speak English. So this is my map. It's first starting out because in February I'll be teaching my first classes, art classes, to 50 plus age women. And so this is a new path for me. And then it's going on to my balance, which is in my art studio. And I live in the mountains, in the forest. That's why lots of trees around me. And then because I'm going to be teaching and be well balanced with my art, I'm going to elaborate my first conference around art and resilience. So this is the big goal for 2024 for me. And this is the symbol that I did for the last night, which is shine in vitality. So the heart is gold, the red, and the sun around it. So that's it for me.
Beautiful. It's very clear. Like I see this is happening.
I hope so.
It is. It's happening. I see it. It's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Wonderful. Ellie, it's good to see you. Would you like to share too?
Sure, I'll share. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I went a little bit of a different path because I kind of added to what I started last night. Let me see if you can see it.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
see it?
Yeah. You just added to what you did yesterday. I see.
Yeah. So I added like a black base. What I did, so I have in the corner my art room. I have, you guys are all artists, or we're all innately creative people, right? In any event, I can make art out of anything, but I need to get some organization and open space in that art room so that I can enjoy it again. So that's where I'm at, and that's where I'm starting my year, opening space. And then the opening space also correlates with maintaining health. So for me, it's also maybe it's like the idea of detoxing, clearing out. So I want to continue. I did rainbow and some green, so focusing more on plant-based. hydrating and movement. And then I would like to nourish soul connections, which is what I had set out to do. And then I had some setbacks last year with some deaths in the family. So just, you know, like life happens. But I'd like to nourish that this year and kind of nourish and grow the soul connections community.
Beautiful.
So, and then as I don't know if you could see that, but the networking, the layering, the weaving process, those were painted strips, and it was, I'm not going to lie, a little bit of a pain in the neck to weave them together.
Yeah.
But I always let my art speak to me as I'm creating. And some of the messaging that came was also that, you know, sometimes we hit challenges with networking, with, you know, you fill in the blank, but it's the key to not give up. Sometimes you step away, you come back, but not give up when hardship or obstacles come your way. So letting go, open space, honoring that fire within. I've been wanting to do this since pre-COVID, leaning into networking, and that's where it's at so far. And ironically too, Leah, you had mentioned I had written my thank you letter to the universe, but I had thanked the universe for the darkness, for it let me shine my light. But then you were saying not to, I think to somebody you had said something about not being thankful for the divorce, but reframing it. So I ended up reframing it into all of the abundance I have in my life. And it was kind of just neat, that little, you know, twist in perspective. If that
and
makes
that's kind of
sense.
cool that you put it on dark paper too. And then it's like,
I did.
Was that?
I did that too, because that was before I reframed my thank you letter to the universe.
Yeah.
Because I was, you know, not that I want to repeat the darkness, but there's you do find your light through that process. And there have been many times in life that I've experienced that, but it was, the reframe was really good because it really reflected to me that even though, yes, there were dark times, the reframe was really the abundance I already have in my life, even amidst, you know, those dark valleys, if you want to call them that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to actually print it on smaller. I think I'm going to print the thanking for the darkness, but also print the reframe just for context and perspective, because that could be helpful to me when I'm looking at it, to reframe, you know, in those moments.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we definitely want to keep it in front of us so that don't forget.
Yeah.
Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Appreciate it. Sherry, would you like to share? Oh, I think that goes together. Oh, I can't hear you for some reason. Oh, maybe you're still muted? No. Okay. Veronica, did you go? You went? No.
Hi there. No, I didn't go today.
Oh, okay.
So,
Maybe we'll come back to Sherry. Go ahead, Veronica, and we'll come back to Sherry.
okay. All right. So this is my first time trying some really chunky oil pastels, so I'm not really proud of that process, but
Oh, I like it. It's very expressive.
thank you. So at the bottom here, it's travel. Just like you, Leah, my kids are getting older, and I've got a senior in high school and a freshman in high school. So
Oh
it's
my
like
gosh,
I'm
so
running.
do I. At the same age.
Yeah, I'm running out of time here. So so here it's travel with family. So I've got the Eiffel Tower in there, and all that red is because we want to go to the Grand Canyon. So that's number one on the list. So got the pyramids of Egypt because that's always been on my bucket list. And then but one of my blocks that I'm hoping for some divine intervention, I'm speaking this out into the universe, is the financial windfall that's going to come out of my creative business that I'm going to be launching. I actually just did the domain name yesterday and made my
the baby steps. You're doing it.
Yeah, baby steps. So I need to do more art. It's my soul, you know, and I need to I need to do it. And so it's time. I'm 50. Time's running out for me too. So I want to do this. And then finally is health. It's just something that I've always neglected, and it, just getting myself back in tune. And so these are my three things that together it's just like family, travel, career, personal development, health, like it all, self-care, it all just kind of comes together.
Yeah.
And my word was accomplish, and I included my eagle at the top. I did yesterday.
It's very accomplished. It feels very like put together. Like it looks very clear. What's your
Thank
business
you.
going to be for your art? Is that what you're going to be focusing on?
Yes, I want to focus on my art, painting, and some graphic design too. A little bit of everything, but really, the painting is what I miss. I miss getting my hands dirty
Yeah.
and just making stuff. Yeah. So
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. This is exciting. I can't wait to see the
thank you.
progress. You got to keep us
Me
posted.
too. Thank you.
Wonderful. Sherry, do you want to try one more time? Unmute. No. Do you have like headphones in or anything? No. I love that Jennifer said 50s unite. That's funny. Oh. Well, okay. I just want to make sure. Oh, she's gonna try to share it. I think she has the bug on. Let me see. Maybe you could show us and then you could type it in the chat really quick. Maybe that would work. Maybe. We can see it. And it's sort of a little blurry. Okay, I think she's gonna take off her background. Maybe that's what it is. And is there anyone else? Maybe Elaine could go and then we'll come back to sharing. Maybe it'll work the second time. You want to go, Elaine? Okay, cool. Just unmute. If you unmute, then it should be okay.
Okay, here we go. I was like, where's the button? It disappeared on me. So as usual, the babies like took over and I couldn't start right away. But I was sketching
okay.
like on Procreate while I was trying to put them down. But let me see. I'm in a dark room because this is where the baby sleeps. So I did my little like house that I hope to own soon this year. This one was like, I don't know what that is really, but it was thinking about creating more family experiences and memories. But I did notice like out of the three like little images that I was working on, that one is the hardest one for me. And I'm gonna maybe after, go deep into it and figure out like why is that so hard for me. I've been struggling a lot with motherhood this past week because right now I'm in a master's social work program and I'm working full time and I have 4 kids and I feel like I'm drowning a little bit. So
Yeah.
I'm struggling with motherhood lately. I'm ready to like run from that door and not come back.
Oh, big hugs. Oh, I feel like
Yeah,
with
it's
self-care,
like hard.
you're here for a reason. So this
I
is
know
important
this
work.
came at the perfect time. I was so happy when I got the email. Um, and so this is my little island for my side gig related to art. Um, and then that's my little symbol from yesterday, my creative passion for
Oh,
2024.
yeah. It's getting even
Yeah.
clearer.
Yeah, I used some like some of these neocolor watercolor crayons kind of thing. And just went at it, just like working on it's just a work in progress, but
Yeah,
I like the idea.
most definitely. Well, I'm so happy that you're here for self-care, and you can always, if you ever need like a art break, you can always go into the Creative Soul Society membership portal and do one of the exercises in there. They're really good
Yeah.
if you want to follow along on something.
And I love your books. Like I
I gave you so many referrals at work today because I always like walk around with them. um, and they're like, "What's that you're using for the clients lately?" I'm like, "It's this magic thing," and they're like, "Okay." So they wrote down the name and stuff, and they were gonna look you up.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Lots of self-care. We're gonna try one more time, Sherry. No. Shoot. No. Oh, but she can show it. Okay. So let's look at it and then she can write about it in the chat. Oh, it's a lot there. Okay. Love tribe, healing, book, drawing, mother. All right, you got a lot of energy there. I love it with the purple. I wish I could hear you, but if you want to write it in the chat, we're here for you. If you want to tell us about the love tribe, curious about that one. See what that's about.
Method.
Did you just say something? I think I heard you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that.
That's okay.
Maybe because I just, you know what, my laptop is a bit sensitive, and so like sometimes you just tilt it, and I just touched it, and maybe just that was it. They need a little jostle because I don't know what's going on. It's an older laptop. So I realize now that my words are coming in backwards when I see it. But I didn't really, you know, I have some water because these are watercolor markers by O. And so basically the love energy is like expanding. And then this is supposed to be healing down here. Basically, a lot of things that are involved with that, including money and my body, my health, you know, just a lot of things. And I feel like travel and nature will help me with that. Just a lot of things that, you know, combine with that, you know. And then here is wild creativity. I have a drawing method that I want to patent and get out there and use that to maybe support launching me and with other book ideas for fiction and nonfiction. So I just need to start structuring my time better and doing something different with my space to create my space. So there's space and time issues. And then down here, because I'm narrowing it down, I have been like just figuring out what I'm about for the year. I think emergence is the big thing, emergence, but I have like transcend, awe, wonder, emergence, visibility, illuminate, immersion, power, and presence. So I don't know about one word, maybe emergence is the one word, and then everything comes with that. So I don't know, because I want more awe and wonder moments. I'm somebody who notices awe and wonder in my everyday life, but I want, you know, more of that, like with celestial events and being able to have that freedom and mobility. So, you know, the money healing is definitely something to look into. And I'm a burnt out caregiver. I've been taking care of elderly parents for a long time. I don't have kids. I just turned 60. I've had the past 2-3 years, my health is just, I'm taking a real hit. I've been really struggling with that and trying to keep up with basics. But throughout that, I've had haphazard creativity with my writing and my art and whatnot. I've evolved over, you know, the past decade, a drawing method that I think can help unblock people, whether you're an artist or not. And it can help, I think that it can really help people a lot. Creative healing is something I really am, that's been a part of me. And I've been an art educator in the past. And so, yeah, but Love Tribe is about, because I've been very isolated and isolated a lot longer in a personal life with caregiving. With not as much support, a lot longer than COVID. So, you know, I already, you know, I've been aware how to survive and being an artist. And, you know, when you're an artist and writer, you also are more in tune to yourself and not having to run around so much. So that's it. I think just the wild creativity, you know, getting on track with my art adventures and, you know, expanding my love circle of love, you know, circle of support, you know, friendships. And I have a lot of people that I know and friends and family, but everybody's like doing their own thing. And when you're taking care of the fort, just like holding down the fort in a family with kids or whatnot, you know, it's up to you. So, you know, that responsibility.
Yeah.
And dealing with crisis, all the daily crisis and, you know, plumbing today and, you know, just lots of things to do. But my own healing is real important on multiple levels. So that's why that's like a circular, it's got more of a flowering kind of energy around it. So it's not really islands in a map exactly, you know, it's, I might play with that idea more and blend this with water, but and try it again. But working on it. And I don't have my symbol yet, so I'm working on that
That's
from
okay.
yesterday. And
It can come at a later time. That's totally fine. Nicole says she's obsessed with your energetic art and style. She says she thinks she's seen your post in the Facebook group before. Yeah, it's got a lot of energy, which is great. I think that's really beautiful.
I haven't really been active in this Facebook group, but I have, you know, if you find me and you can look, you can see a little bit of my art on my Facebook page. And then I have just like my Instagram is wildest imagining. So it's just flowers, like not just, but it's got some cool flower photos on there. That's all right now, mainly a little drawing, but cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Sherry, for sharing. And I wanted to thank everyone who is still here. I know a lot of people had to go. Usually, you know, our calls are about an hour. That's usually when I cap it. But I just really wanted to give you all this opportunity to speak up, to share, to show your art. And please make sure that you post it in the group so that everyone else can enjoy your art as well. You can even yeah, just make sure that you give that love to other members too, so that we can amplify the magic as well. So if you have any questions.
Thanks again for giving.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Thanks again.
Oh, you're welcome. Nicole is asking for your Instagram, Sherry, so you can put that there. Beautiful. All right, so any questions come up, you just let me know. We're going to be meeting tomorrow, same time, and bring your magazines. If you need to print images, I need to print a little mini book because I definitely want to put that in my vision board. So start playing with the ideas. And even if you want to do, if you don't have magazines, we could totally do like a Canva board as well, like a digital board. Okay, that's I could show you how to do that too tomorrow. All right, we're going to continue on the journey, and thank you again for sticking around and supporting each other here. All right, have a beautiful, beautiful night, everyone. Oh, Annie, do you want to see the picture? She wants to, so where do you want us to put our map on Facebook? I'll show you one more time. Sandra says she can't make it. I'll have the replays, so you can definitely watch the replay. I'm going to share my screen. You just see. Okay. So that you can see where to post it. Oh, that's the VIP. Oh, I think I closed Facebook. Sorry. Let me just open it one more time. I just want to make sure that you posted in the right spot. Kind of had them all over the place a little while ago. And that's hard to like find. Here we go. All right, now we can share screen. Okay, this is it. You guys see it? Right here. It just says day 2, craft your journey, post your art here. It's right on top. Okay, I think we should be good. All right, be sure to watch the replay. Keeps going. All right. Oh, is posting, see you later. I just want to answer this one question. Is posting different from VIP than regular? No, it's the same group. And create your reality. Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. Night.
Bye.